Hey guys, it's Pyro here, and today I wanted to talk about the current state of scrap banking and whether or not it's still a good option for making profit. For anyone who doesn't know what scrap banking is, you basically take one weapon, sell it for a scrap, buy two weapons with that scrap, and then sell those two weapons for a scrap each. It sounds relatively simple in theory, but making profit with this method proves to be extremely difficult. Scrap banking takes a lot of time, and it's only really used to get started in the trading economy. Once you have a couple of ref, you can just stop scrap banking and move on to trading with more expensive items. A few years ago, scrap banking was actually a pretty decent way of making profit. Obviously, the amount of profit you made was very small, but at least it was steady and there was pretty much no way you could lose profit. But then Scrap.tf came along and made it really hard for scrap bankers by introducing a new 1-for-1 weapon swapping feature. Scrap bankers relied on traders wanting to buy a weapon that they didn't already own, but with Scrap.tf you could just swap a spare weapon out for a weapon that you wanted. Now that Scrap.tf and this weapon swapping feature is common knowledge, scrap banking is pretty much impossible. The only people who would actually pay one scrap for a weapon are free-to-plays or new traders to the economy. But I wanted to truly see what it was like to scrap bank in today's trading economy, so I conducted a little social experiment by spending a few hours on just scrap banking. I put up listings for all of my spare weapons on Outpost and Backpack.tf, and then jumped from server to server in hopes that someone would actually pay for my weapons. As you guys can see, I have listed all of the weapons on Outpost and on Backpack.tf for one scrap each, and I've also changed my name so that nobody would recognize me. So I'm just selling my fortified compound for one scrap. Why do you think scrap banking is so hard nowadays?
Because Scrap.tf and bots. China. Scrap.tf kind of ruined scrap banking.
So I managed to find someone who wanted to buy the Quickie Bomb Launcher and the Airstrike, one scrap each, and I'll just go and confirm that on my phone. There we go. We got the scrap. Do you think scrap banking is worth it in 2016?
No, because half the people know what banking is, and people catch on, so they're not going to actually give. Because, you know, that's how the economy works. Pretty much everyone knows what to do, so therefore nothing actually works anymore, unless you find a noob. Or someone who actually wants your shit.
Okay guys, so after about 3 hours worth of trading, I have sold 3 weapons. As you guys saw, scrap banking is a very tedious method for making profit, and I'm pretty sure that was the worst 3 hours of trading I have done in a long time. When I actually got into a trade server and advertised that I was scrap banking, no one really took me seriously because scrap banking is so uncommon now, and I guess no one really sees it as an effective way to make profit. In 2016, I think scrap banking is pretty much useless, and I wouldn't really suggest trying it unless you have absolutely no money to buy keys to get you started with. So is scrap banking still worth it? Definitely not. It's very, very time consuming, and it just causes you more harm than good because it could easily discourage a new trader. I see a lot of people who are just starting out with trading, and when they go to scrap bank, it takes so much time that they just lose all motivation to keep going. Honestly, I would suggest just buying a few keys to get you started, and then just scrapping your duplicate weapons at the end of the month. Scrap banking requires a lot of patience, and I found it really, really annoying, and yeah, it was not fun at all. If any of you guys do actually scrap bank, let me know in the comments section on your experiences and your opinion. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe for more of my future videos, and I hope you have a nice day.